Welcome back to the Nerd Bros Podcast, episode 47. I have no idea.
Chat, I'm gonna throw something because my dad's outside mowing right now. I know y'all can hear it, chat. I know y'all can hear it. I'm gonna throw something. But on a bright note, chat, really quick. The Rams got Myles Garrett. You might as well give us the ring now, bro.
Dude, we talked about it earlier. Injuries will happen. You don't know to who.
As long as it ain't Myles Garrett or Matt Stafford, I like our
So you're
odds.
fine with Puka?
I mean, I'm not fine with any of them getting hurt, you know. But, you know.
I guess this is the Andre Kirilenko episode because we don't know many other people who has the number 47.
Your Linko is so crazy, bro.
Oh, yep. That's cool, though. He had the nickname AK-47.
Wait, 47? AJ Hawk wore that in college.
That's the Buckeye I was thinking of.
There we go.
AJ Hawk.
There we go.
Okay.
AJ Hawk. Okay, yeah.
I'm down with that.
I knew that because I had an AJ Hawk Totino's Bowl jersey growing up.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is definitely not going to be one of the craziest podcasts we've ever had. We have some news and rumors that we're going to talk about. Trey has a cam take or a hot take for us tonight. He's been telling me about it for the last several days, and I don't know what it is yet. So apparently, I'm going to disagree. And then we're going to review Spider-Noir to wrap things up tonight. But before we do that, we are going to pray. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you so much for this day. Thank you for this opportunity that we have again to just have fun and make another podcast, Lord. I pray that everything will go smoothly. Thank you for keeping us safe today, Lord. Thank you for being with our loved ones and bringing everybody home safely. Father, I pray for everybody who's out there listening to this right now. I pray that you'll help them just have enjoyment listening to this. I pray that you'll just continue to guide and strengthen Trey and I in our lives and help us to continuously grow closer to you, Jesus, and be more like you. I pray that in all things, Lord, regardless of how ugly the world gets, I pray that your light will shine in every circumstance. We love you. We praise your name. Amen.
Amen.
All right.
So really quick, chat. Really quick. Here's the thing. Our luck is Evan's going to totally agree with my cam take or my hot take. And that's going to be so unfortunate. But if he doesn't, that'd be kind of cool.
I think it was like.
But I don't.
Good.
I don't want you to disagree just to disagree though. Like if you agree, just say. You know what I'm saying?
I think it was Friday night, and he was telling me, he's like, dude, he says, I got to bring this up on the pod, and I kind of started to try to guess. He's like, okay, no more questions.
Yeah, because he guessed about Spider-Man. I was like, all right, bro, no more questions.
So, do you want to start news and rumors? I have a few. Do you want to start? Or do you want me to start?
I can go first because I only got one. Then you can hit the next three.
That's cool.
All right, chat. Reportedly, the new Jedi game with Cal Kestis will reportedly have a time jump and focus on an older Cal.
Ooh.
I don't hate that. I actually really don't hate that. There was a time jump between the first two, but it wasn't large. This one apparently it's going to focus on a decently older Cal. So something that it made me think of was, first of all, what era are we talking about?
Right.
What era are we going to be in? I imagine either right up against Return of the Jedi or past. So
imagine they put it right in line with them doing their Heir to the Empire film, and he gets to be an Heir to the Empire.
Yeah, that was in my notes. Yeah, I could see them doing that. This is also very interesting with the timing of what we talked about last week, which was that one of the executives at Disney said that they had more stuff planned for Cal. So it seems to me like they're starting to talk a lot about Cal. I very much expect, honestly, that game's probably going to come out next year. That's really what it seems like.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty exciting. I hope that it connects. It ends up connecting to. It would be cool actually if it connected to Return of the Jedi and not the other ones. I think if it connected to Return, so there was actually a book. I think it was called Secrets of the Jedi. And Luke Skywalker wrote that he knew about Cal Kestis. So
Sick.
I think it'd be. I think he's going to end up getting connected to Luke at some point. Um, so I think it'd be really cool if it's Heir to the Empire, or at least in that era from this. That'd be really sick.
Did you ever finish the first two games?
I did not. Yeah, I have not. And you know what's crazy about that? You know what game I'm playing right now?
Hmm.
Spider-Man Remastered.
Ooh, good for you. Good for you.
Yeah. I just got past. I mean, I'm not deep into the game, but I'm trying to remember. I just met oh, what is her name? MJ at that art place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love those games.
Yeah. I really wanted to play the Miles one, so I'm like, let me play this one first, then the Miles one, then Spider-Man 2. So,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
dude, I love the Insomniac games. I can't wait for Spider-Man 3.
I really want a newer version of some Batman stuff, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you talk a big game about those games, bro.
Ooh, love those games. Absolutely. That's why I really like Lego, because Lego is basically a Lego version of that. I'm finally getting to like be in Gotham City and drive around in the Batmobile. It's sick.
Did you quit playing or quit recording?
Yeah, I just want to enjoy the game, bro.
Personally, I think for story mode games like that, the best way to enjoy it while making content is to stream instead of making videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can interact with chat instead of having to talk to just the screen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, anybody who was watching the first two episodes of that, I'm sorry, it's done. Uh, I can't do it anymore. I just want to enjoy my game.
It's understandable. Yeah.
Well, we have some big news coming tomorrow.
Ooh.
There is I think it's some type of convention in London. I don't remember the name exactly. I think it's like South by Southwest. So at 10 a.m. there's supposed to be some type of announcement for Doomsday, but at 2 p.m. is supposed to be something big, like a big surprise. We might get the trailer tomorrow.
Ooh. Imagine they announced that it was all a joke and they're not making it.
The Kang Dynasty is still happening.
You know, an announcement like Kang being in it would not. I would not hate that.
It's like what we talked about last week, how he who remains wins. He won. So
That would be cool. But I would probably say they're gonna play it safe and go trailer. I really expected us to get it by now, but I also understand we're still a decent ways away from the movie. So
200 days.
wow, wow,
Yep, I saw that today. We have 200 days till Doomsday. Um,
that's insane.
I'd never heard of this convention though, so this is going to be new. Um, so that is a possible trailer tomorrow. There will definitely be a reaction if so. Um, and then they're also really like there's some heavy rumors that we're getting the brand new day trailer this week as well, the next trailer for the film. Uh Anytime. They're saying it's ready.
Chat. If there is a Doomsday trailer, you will have two reactions to watch. One being mine, one being Evan's.
That's right.
Because I will 100% react to that. Same with Batman. Same with some of the other stuff is kind of I don't react to everything on here. But a lot of the big stuff, I feel like I need to.
DC is difficult too because they copyright everything you record now.
Yeah. Copywriting trailer reactions, man. I don't think that's the move. I don't think that's the best way to treat creators who are the ones talking actively about your projects.
I agree.
But you know,
So both of those trailers potentially coming this week. Also, we have some new costume photos that I'm going to send you right now because this one showed up today. This is our first look at Lex Luthor in Superman Man of Tomorrow. So I'll text you that real quick.
You said this was real?
Yep, this is officially confirmed. That is his first look in the film.
Wow. That looks very good compared to the picture that Gunn posted last year when he announced Man of Tomorrow.
I know.
That is, that's pretty cool, dude. Is there a Man of Tomorrow like omnibus or anything, or like run?
I don't know exactly. It sounds like there could be. That sounds like a
I
familiar
know there's a
title.
Woman of Tomorrow.
There is a woman of
I know
tomorrow.
there's a Supergirl. I think it's eight issues, I believe.
Yeah. So I'm not entirely sure.
Interesting.
As far as Superman comics go, I'm not crazy familiar.
Yeah.
And then this is also a set photo that got released. Bullseye's getting a suit. And
Oh,
this one, now, I am like pretty sure this mask is real. I know the suit he's wearing on his body is real, so I'm pretty sure these are real photos. But um,
you sending this one too?
I am sending this one too. These are sick.
Wow. So he's going to be in season 3.
Yep, he is already confirmed. He's filming his scenes this week.
I'm interested to see where they take that because he was being shipped off. You also have what's his name? What's Matthew Lillard's
Oh,
name?
Mr. Charles.
Mr. Charles. I almost said Mr. Rogers, and I was like, wait a second. But yeah. So obviously, yeah, I'm confused kind of to see where they take Bullseye in that season. Do you have any leaks or rumors or anything?
That
Or?
goes with the final news and rumor that I have
Okay.
today, because something I found interesting watching Born Again season 2, Mr. Charles at one point he was seen like reading this book, and on the map, it was like this book, and it was it was a map of some place in Asia. Um, Most likely the place that is being referred to is Madripoor. So Madripoor is like a big X-Men location. Like Wolverine's been there several times. Madripoor is already in the MCU. We saw it in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It's where Sharon Carter, she's running her crime organization out of. It's also like a very big mutant sanctuary. Um, so I think there's a very good chance they're going to Madripoor. But with the new news and rumors that came out, I think it was yesterday or today, I think this is going to take place wherever they're going. Bullseye is going to fight Elektra.
Oh, so you think season 3 Elektra is going to be Daredevil most of the
I
time?
don't know for a fact, but she is coming back, and I know she's going to fight Bullseye.
Wow, that is interesting. That's a really cool take, bro.
Which is kind of scary though, because now, with that being said, she's already died twice, but he does kill her in the comics.
Dang, man, she's died so much.
So the fact that she's already died like twice, I don't think they're going to kill her for a third time. I hope not. I think that'd be stupid. Um, so I don't know if we're gonna get that comic moment, but that is something that does happen in the comics. He kills her.
Do you think eventually we're actually going to get Bullseye killing Karen?
I don't
You
know.
think they'll do it?
I don't know, especially because they already gave her death away.
Right.
So
I'm trying to think of other people because I genuinely don't see us seeing the full story for Murdoch ending without her dying. I really think she's going to die at some point. Um, and I'm trying to figure out how I think it's going to happen. That would make sense for comic wise, but however, I think the one that would make the most sense and really work would be a Fist killer.
Ooh, yeah, I agree.
Yeah. For this story, I think that would be the best option. Would suck. But see, I still wouldn't see him killing Fisk.
No, I can't see him killing.
No. Especially because I think Fisk is going to end up in, at some point, Spider Man.
Which is
At least I hope.
which is kind of crazy because like I read the other day that a Defenders movie is now possible, like with Kingpin as the main villain and Spider-Man as part of the team.
Ooh. Will it be our Spider Man?
Yeah, I think it's Tom.
Ooh, wow.
That's like a rumor right now.
That could that could be really cool. Think they'd keep the rest of the Defenders like all the same cast and everything?
Oh yeah, especially since they just brought them all back. Yeah.
Dude, that would cook. But I will say I don't think a Defenders movie would have a box office pool of Spider-Man.
Even with Spider-Man in it.
I don't.
What?
I think Spider-Man's going to get a lot of the broader audience and a lot of casuals that go because it's Spider-Man. And a lot of them are going to see the Defenders and just like I genuinely don't think that trailer's popping a billion, bro.
Dude,
They're
they would they would use Spider-Man so much to get that movie marketed.
They very well could. I really don't think it would do the same numbers as like what the new Spider-Man's projected,
I don't know,
which
bro.
is
I I
well over a bill.
I think a Defenders movie would do great.
I'm not saying it would do bad, but I don't think it would touch a Spider-Man film,
Ooh,
a new one.
speaking of that, box numbers. This was not part of news and rumors. I did see that the week to week for Mando dropped significantly.
Oh yeah, like 60%. Yeah, I appreciate that because I was not gonna bring it up.
Well, that's where the conversation led.
It's um I'm pretty sure it outperforms Solo, which is good, and I'm pretty sure I want to say they said they spent an extra like 100 million on marketing. So they're not to the breaking even point yet, which is kind of unfortunate.
That's rough.
It is. Man, I think $15 tickets are kind of part of the problem. I genuinely do. People are not going and seeing movies multiple times anymore.
No.
And that's I mean, I plan on seeing it tomorrow, but again, that's a cheap day. You
Are
know
you
what I
you're going
mean?
to get tomorrow?
I think we were talking about it.
Oh,
By the way, you're more than welcome to go with us.
what time you
I don't know yet.
going?
It's gonna have to be after your class. So
Interesting.
yeah, I'll talk to Dad about it when we're done. But I mean, we talked about it last week. We haven't really talked about it since, but I'm sure we'll still go. So, but yeah, like people aren't seeing things multiple times. You and I are a little different because we are doing this for content now. So it's like I'm sure we both plan on seeing Spider-Man multiple times. Obviously, Mando multiple times. Obviously, Doomsday multiple times, and then next year, ah, I don't even. I'm probably gonna go to the theaters more next year than I ever have in my
We're
life.
gonna be
To be honest,
living at the movies.
yeah. Chat. We've even talked about getting the subscription at Cinemark because of how much we're gonna be going next year.
It's
So
insane.
it is. It is. But it's also very, very fun because you and I, man, we enjoy chat, going to the theater, standing in line for popcorn, talking about all the leaks and rumors. Like we enjoy this. So obviously we're not complaining about it, and especially with the movies that are coming out next year. Man, I mean, I off the top of my head, the big four for me are Beyond, Batman, you got Secret Wars, and you got Starfighter. I mean,
And Man of Tomorrow.
and honestly. I was about to say, Man of Tomorrow is going to be really good. I think,
Not
hopefully.
to mention, you're going to see Zelda,
Yeah. Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
There's a lot of movies next
It's
year.
a big year, bro. And I'm sure there's something we're forgetting, but yeah, it's definitely interesting.
Oh, we're going to see A New Hope.
Oh, duh. Absolutely gonna see A New Hope.
And the secret Star Wars project. Ooh,
Hopefully.
and I want to see Lord of the Rings.
I Lord of the Rings. I need to watch those too, bro. I have a lot of homework.
Yep.
What was it that Nat tried to give me homework for yesterday? What was that?
Oh, Laverne and Shirley.
Dude, I almost said I Love Lucy. I don't know why that popped in my head. But yeah, interesting. Yeah. Chat, I have so much homework. It's bad.
Right now, his homework is
It's bad.
primarily X-Men.
I was about to say X-Men is how long do I have?
Until July 1st, so a month from today.
I think here's what we need to do. We'll do 2 reviews before the week of that one. We'll do the first 3 seasons as a whole. And we will do season 1 of 97.
Yep.
How's that?
That's cool.
Think that sounds decent?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we would have had to do season 1 now. And I haven't finished it, so yeah.
So,
I got my work cut out for me next few weeks, don't I?
oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm going to figure out some like questions and some like top however many lists we can do with that too.
That could be cool. That could be cool.
If you have a
Yeah,
favorite
for this real
episode as you're
quick.
watching them, write it down.
Okay,
Write down your favorite
that's fair.
episodes, favorite
Honestly,
characters.
I really did like Enter Magneto. I thought that was a really good episode.
Yes.
But that's like episode 3, so
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, buddy.
Let me know when you're
Let me
ready.
hear the take that is going to break the internet because me and Trey don't disagree very often.
We don't. And I think the unfortunate thing is the more that I've thought about this, I don't know that I think he's going to have a little bit of a rebuttal, which I'm interested to hear. But I don't think he's going to I think he's going to understand my take. The Dark Knight trilogy is only remembered as great because of the Joker.
I disagree.
That's it.
I disagree.
It's literally it.
I disagree.
You take the Joker out, the series is remembered as bad. Like, bro, it's literally they're not that good. They're not that good. The only saving grace in that entire thing, nobody ever on the internet do I ever hear talking about 1 or 3. It's
That is
so
false.
insanely rare. It's
Dude,
true.
Batman
Bro.
Begins is awesome, bro. There is something wrong with you.
Batman Begins is all right.
Dude, Batman Begins is awesome. I think it's probably the best origin that we've ever got on film for Batman, for one. You have Christian Bale in all 3 of those movies, who's phenomenal as Batman. You have, in the first movie, you have Ra's al Ghul by Liam Neeson. You have the Scarecrow. You have Falcone.
I don't know, bro. I don't think I'm there.
I think something, too.
I don't.
A lot of the story that you're getting in the Lego Batman game, a lot of the story points are from the Dark Knight trilogy.
That's interesting.
They're using.
I haven't played it yet, so I don't.
They're using a lot of those story points, and it's like, dude, it's phenomenal.
See, I think the part that's interesting is like when I see most of the rankings of the entire like movie by movie, dude, neither of those are even in the top 3, top 4 from what I usually see. Especially now. Because 89's always in it. The Batman's definitely in it. Obviously, The Dark Knight is in it. What was the other one? There's another one a lot of people put in it. Oh, the one with the guy from Top Gun.
Oh, Val Kilmer, Batman Forever.
Yep. It's just I don't know, man. I think if you I genuinely think if you take the Joker out of that movie that trilogy is not considered that great. I'm not saying they're bad, but
Dude.
I don't think it's remembered as that great.
The thing about it too, I will give you that the third one's not great. There's good moments in the third one. Bane is eh.
That's I was literally part of my notes were that I kind of thought Bane was a little mid.
Bane was the worst villain of the
He
trilogy.
sounds cool.
Tom Hardy did
I do
fine.
genuinely think, I do genuinely think his voice was so incredible. He sounded very menacing. I thought it was really good. But that's just I don't know, man. When I think of Bane, I don't know if you've seen the look of Bane in the Absolute Batman
Oh
series
yeah,
that's going on right now. That's what I want from Bane.
I agree.
The giant, crazy looking. Which Batman movie was it that had a Bane that looked just like that?
I think it was the one with George Clooney.
It was Batman and
Yep.
Robin. Yep. Yep.
Well, you have to think about this too, though. Christopher Nolan's universe is Batman if it took place in the real world. That's that's the take. It is a modernized Batman, and I think the take that's going to destroy your entire argument about it not being a great trilogy. Without Christopher Nolan's movies, we don't get most of the superhero movies that we get today. We would not get the Batman without Christopher Nolan's movies because it showed
Really?
that you can have superheroes in a grounded universe. The entire Marvel Cinematic Universe started happening around the same time as the Dark Knight trilogy. Like the Dark Knight, Batman Begins came out in 2005, 2006,
Seven.
7.
Oh, was it
It
five?
was early because
The Dark Knight was
yeah,
2008.
2008. So Batman Begins, it showed Marvel, hey, we can have a grounded superhero universe that seems like it could actually be real. Without Batman Begins, bro, it's not happening. And
I totally understand that. Here's the problem. That trilogy has also given us that ever since then, everybody complains that Batman is too grounded. And I think that's part of that's it. Like everybody wants this fantastical stuff, and we haven't been getting it because of that
you
trilogy.
see, Batman, when it comes to movies, he is better grounded. His villains are not.
Right.
Bat
That's understandable.
Batman himself, I like a Batman that's not goofy. And that's not like
Yeah.
I don't I don't
Right.
like George Clooney Batman. The movie's fine. I don't like him though. Um,
I don't mind George Clooney, but I don't think he's the greatest either.
it's like Michael Keaton's was probably the best as far as being I'm not saying it's the best Batman movies, but as far as like balancing between comedy and being serious, Michael Keaton's was the best out of all four of those because Val Kilmer's was still a little bit too comical, but you had Jim Carrey in it. Um,
Yeah.
but The Dark Knight is perfectly grounded. Then you get Batman versus Superman, which is just very, very dark, and it's not that great of a
Yeah.
film.
Yeah.
Then the Batman is the first time that we've actually got to see him really be a detective. Like, other than oh yeah, he's just a smart guy. I was like, no, he is the world's greatest detective, and he's young.
Yeah.
And the thing is I also think that they're going to really be sticking to grounded uh movies for Reeves movies.
Oh, for Reeves, yeah.
So,
But see, and there's another part of my point. I think when we get to the end of this trilogy, it's going to be zero question which trilogy is better. I don't think there's going to be anybody outside of nostalgic reasons saying that the Dark Knight trilogy is better. There's no
well,
way.
dude, the third movie for The Dark Knight is not a good movie. It's got good moments. Obviously, it's The Dark Knight Returns because he's retired. You have Nightfall where Bane breaks his back. You have him crawling out of that pit. Those are the best moments. Outside of that, it's a forgettable movie. Um, but the first two, now I will say this: I already think the Batman is better than both of those as a whole movie. It really depends how
Mm,
this sequel comes out.
yeah,
But
fair
the
enough.
first two
Would you
are really good.
would you at least admit that you believe the Dark Knight is head and shoulders above the other two?
Oh, it's not a question.
Yeah. Okay.
The Dark Knight, I think The Dark Knight is easily a top. You could put it in the top 10 superhero movies ever.
Honestly, bro, I think it might have an argument in the top five.
Top 5 is definitely it's a great film. But thing is,
Yeah.
though, the thing that I do hate, yes, Heath Ledger's performance in that film is the best in all 3 films combined. However, people crap on Christian Bale too much. Christian Bale is phenomenal.
I don't think Christian Bale is bad by any means. But dude, I honestly don't think I don't think he's better than Pattinson. That performance was so good.
I
And
agree.
obviously, we're gonna have a better opinion on this when we have the entire trilogies to compare, which is gonna be, I'm gonna be 35 or 36 by the time we get the third one. So, I mean, it's really unfortunate, but dude, we were supposed to get that second movie a couple years ago, like last year, weren't we?
And what's crazy, by the time we get the 3rd movie, we still won't have Star Wars Eclipse.
That is so unfortunate,
That
chat, because he might be
that
right.
game is never coming out. It's like GTA 6, bro. They keep saying it's coming out in November. I don't think it's happening.
I'll believe that one when I see it. With Eclipse, I don't know. I honestly, this might be a hot take since we're on the subject of hot takes. I genuinely in my heart think we're gonna get Jedi 3 and we're going to get the Old Republic game before we get Eclipse.
I agree 100%.
Yeah. It's really sad, but I believe it.
But mm, yeah, no. I see. I like Batman Begins too much to agree with this.
I I think I need to I kind of want to rewatch the entire trilogy because I've never watched it back to back to back. So I kind of want to do that, but I still think my take is I'm gonna keep my take, regardless of watching it next week or not.
Mm, yeah, I'm not 100% with you.
Yeah, yeah. I think that might be the most we've disagreed on something in a while.
Oh, dude, that was. I wasn't thinking Batman. That one shocked me a little bit.
You weren't thinking Batman, huh?
No,
Where'd you think I was going?
I don't know, bro. I thought it was gonna be something to do with Marvel. I c
Interesting.
but
I'm just like yeah, She-Hulk is better than Spider-Man. Like, could you imagine like saying something like that?
that sounds like a hat guy take.
Yeah, it kind of yeah. I can't even argue that, bro. That's
Like he would come out and say that
unfortunate.
the entirety of She-Hulk is better than both seasons of Loki or something like that.
Speaking of She-Hulk, I think what's really unfortunate is that I've seen a lot of people say there are some great comic runs for She-Hulk,
Oh yeah,
but that show just ruined the character for me, bro. The CGI was buns, bro. It almost was as bad as Humpty Dumpty. Like, I'm
what
serious.
is worse,
I'm
her twerking with Lizzo or Jack Black and Meg The Stallion being in Star Wars?
you, you have that backwards.
Oh shoot!
Her twerking with Megan Thee Stallion, Jack Black and Lizzo in Star Wars. Um, man, I almost feel like Jack Black and Lizzo in Star Wars was the most out of place. That show was going in a direction that Megan Thee Stallion being in the last episode and twerking with her doesn't really shock me all that much. Also, that was kind of a place where Marvel was at the time when that show came out. Um, but it is, bro. It is. Marvel was in a horrible place in those moments, bro. It's true. People can say what they want, bro. But Jack Black and Lizzo just feels like I love Jack Black.
Mo-
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Lizzo, but
Marvel was
but
in.
I like Jack Black.
Marvel was in its. We belong to the streets phase. Oh, it's over here.
I'm telling you, bro.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
All
telling you.
right, what's worse, She-Hulk or MODOK?
Modoc was bad. See, what's so unfortunate about Modoc is I don't know that they're gonna try it again,
Yeah, no.
and that sucks. Um, I'd love for them to try it, and like, bro, there was no reason for me to have to see Modoc's cheeks, bro. I I did not need to see that. I didn't need that, bro. Ugh,
Oh man.
gosh, dude, that was just something else. Yeah, I don't know which one's worse to be honest. Probably Modoc, just because his cheeks, bro. I didn't need to
His
see that,
cheeks
bro.
and he looked like a straight up egg, bro.
At least he wasn't twerking with them cheeks with Megan Thee Stallion. You know what I'm saying? That would that would have been. I might not have watched in Marvel ever again, to be honest with you, bro. Like I would
He's like, oh, Spider-Man comes out, I don't care. Avengers Secret Wars, no, I don't care. I'm not watching anything ever again after seeing MODOK twerking.
watches only watches the Sony stuff. Yeah,
That'd be horrible.
it would be.
Oh.
Yeah, that would have been so bad, bro.
Oh, well, speaking of Sony, let's review Spider-Noir.
Oh man, this I enjoyed that. Um, do you remember what our numbers were for what we predicted? I think I
Yours,
think I went with eight
yeah,
five.
yours was 8-5. I think I said 9-1.
Wow. Do you want to rip that now? Do you have
Oh
yours?
yeah, I got mine. I I gave Spider-Noir a 9.6 out of 10.
Wow.
I
Okay.
loved it.
Um, I gave it a rookie score. I went with a 9 flat.
All right.
I enjoyed it very much, very much.
So each of us went up by,
I'm actually on my second watch through.
we each went
Yeah.
up by point 0.5.
Yep.
That's sick.
Yep. Yeah, we're always on par, dude. It's the most insane thing ever, chat. We both made our notes for the night and we had the exact same time frame. Like, you know, we usually say how long we think each section is gonna go. We had them to the T, bro.
Yep. Didn't even talk about it. Just put them in.
It's crazy. And if you look at your time right now, we're about on par.
Yeah.
Insane.
I think a big reason why I didn't give this show a perfect 10 out of 10, there's one reason. One reason.
Okay.
So I really like the character of Tombstone. I don't think we got enough Tombstone.
That's understandable. I think the reason for me it's not perfect is because I wanted more action. Um, what we got was great. I enjoyed that a lot. I've watched some other creators talk about it and seen some other clips and stuff. I definitely think we're getting season 2.
Oh yeah.
And I heard from Josh that he believes it works perfectly for the story for Nicolas Cage to get in a little bit better shape and be able to do some of his own stunts. And I think that's very cool. It works for the story because he took 5 years off from being Spider-Man.
Right.
So now, he's going to get in better shape. That makes perfect sense for the story.
I do get why there wasn't a crazy amount of action for this story because
Yeah.
like like we mentioned, he took 5 years off, but also it's like just a time frame. Like we're not going to get like a crazy Shang-Chi type movie at first show with being in the 1930s and 40s. Um,
Yeah.
but I think a little bit more action could have been good. I was really impressed with the detective side of things. I liked just seeing him investigating things, having a lot of different people hiring him and chasing leads. I thought that was really really cool. Um, but no, Tombstone. Big reason I'm upset about Tombstone is because I get it. I loved all of the Sandman storyline. Really really good. I like the love triangle between him, Cat Hardy, and Ben. Thought that was good. Um, and then they really dug into obviously Silvermane's the big bad, but then they dug into Megawatt, and he was kind
Yeah.
of like the really evil one. Tombstone just wanted to be normal and go with his mom, which is cool, but I felt like he got the back burner as far as character development for all three of the main Spider-Man villains, and I was kind of just like, I wish we had more.
Oh, by the way, chat, full spoilers.
Yes.
Full spoilers. Um, I think something that I don't think I was the biggest fan of Megawatt. And I don't know if that's because it was bad or if it's because he was just annoying.
Yeah.
So it might have been really good writing and everything and good acting. I just found him annoying. So wasn't the biggest fan of that. Him and the Sandman thing was kind of cool there at the end.
Oh, we started turning him into glass.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, that was crazy, bro. Um, are you gonna rewatch it in color?
Oh yeah, that's on my to-do list. I want to watch it in color. Um, Megawatt. I didn't know much about the character. Um, I literally just released the character breakdown an hour ago, so I now know a little bit more about him. He's
Right.
very, very minimally in the comics. He was introduced like in an issue. I think you could probably count on one hand how many times he was in the comic book. Um,
Wow.
he
Oh, so he doesn't have his own run or nothing.
he's that obscure, and it makes sense because they already had Electro. They already had a character like the Shocker, so you have like these electrical villains, these villains with electricity, and he's kind of just like he was more of an experimentation that happened, and he's not going to outsell Electro. Like Electro didn't just show up in Spider-Man comics; he was in Daredevil comics. Uh, Megawatt was not part of the Sinister Six. Like he just wasn't a big character, and he was kind of forgettable.
I think one thing that's really interesting about this show. What?
I just restarted my. I'm gonna have two clips. My grandpa just tried to call me.
Oh, okay. So you already got started?
Yep.
Okay. Dang. Oh shoot, what was I saying?
Here, give me another countdown. It's already started, but I'm okay. I'm just give me another
Well,
countdown.
no, it's good.
All
It's
right, all
good.
right, all right.
It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good.
Uh,
We'll just because you started it quick enough. I think we'll be okay. Um, what was I trying to say? I froze.
Megawatt.
Nah, I think it was past Megawatt. I think I was going somewhere else.
Okay.
Oh, something we've talked about um before, of course. I definitely think this show is going to give us, it's going to pave the way to get more Sony Spider-Verse projects. And I think they did incredible with this one. Um, Obviously, I want a Gwen project, and I think you said we're getting one. I'd love a live action one, dude. I would.
Right now, I don't know for a fact what it's going to be. I think it's more leaning towards animation. Same with Punk
Yeah.
and Venom. Those are all going to be animated.
I think Punk makes so much sense being animated.
Yeah.
It really makes a lot of sense being animated. Honestly, Gwen makes a lot of sense being animated, but I would not mind live action. Now, I would love clarity from obviously Sony or Marvel on whether or not, because they haven't really said anything. I want to know whether or not it connects to the new Spider-Verse movie coming out, because he's in it
Right.
and Cage is voicing.
Right.
So I'd love clarity on that.
Something I think about this series as well, for as far as getting another season two, what I liked what they did was because they even asked Nicolas Cage about it. Like, are we going to get a second season? He was like, well, he's like, we have stuff for a second season potentially. Um, he's like, and if that happens, he said, we'd be more than happy to do it. He's like, but the way that we filmed this one, they made it to where like if they didn't get a second season, season one stands alone. And I thought that was cool too because season one, you really could like just it could be its own thing, and you never got anything else.
I agree. I definitely think it could be great. Like 20 years down the line, we could go back and say that they did a great job as a standalone. But I do think that there's room for more. I mean, they set it up nicely to where they could either not, they could leave it alone, or they could say, okay, now he's Spider-Man full time again. Let's pick up here. I think that's interesting. Um, Silvermane dying kind of sucks. because I thought he was a really good villain.
I agree. Um, we'll talk about it now. But so Silvermane in the comics, um, he was really like obsessed with not aging. He wanted to find like the fountain of youth, be young. So he does that eventually at one point. But at there's a point where his character does die in the comics. However, they like harvest his organs, like his brain and everything, and they put him into a cyborg, like this robotic machine, and he comes back,
Interesting.
and he's creepy looking. I could see something like that happening for like a 1930s, 40s thing. It look really really creepy. Um, so I think there's potential for him to still come back. Um, unless they're just trying to keep it insanely grounded, not do much like live action, like cyborg stuff. Like,
I don't know though. The only reason I would push back on that is because they went pretty heavy into the mutant side of things. Um, and having, I mean, dude, what'd you think about his origin now that
ooh,
you've seen it?
chat, we got to talk about this too. So Trey texts me. He's like, I got a video idea for you. And I was like, okay. He's like, text me after you watch episode 4. So I watched episode 4. I'm like, okay, what's your video idea? So he tells me the video idea. And he's like talking about, oh yeah, now that you've seen his origin and stuff. And I'm like, I haven't seen his origin yet. He's like, what's the last thing you saw? I'm like, I just saw him kissing Cat Hardy. Like, it's at the beginning of episode 5 is where his origin story
Yeah.
was. So I was like, okay, well, we're going to find out his origin next episode. So that was that. But
Yeah, that's my bad.
no, you're cool. His origin was really cool, though. I thought it was awesome how he's just a soldier. He's there to save people. He's getting all the people who are being experimented on out, walks into that room, and all of a sudden he gets bit by an experiment. He gets bit by the man spider, um, which was really creepy. I think watching it in black and white made it even creepier. Um,
Yeah.
but it was really, really cool. And I like his origin. I thought it was a very, very different take. I also think that he is Peter Parker. Talks about how he changed his name after the war. I think he's Peter Parker. And Nicolas Cage said before how Peter Parker could end up showing up in season 2 because he doesn't technically exist in this universe yet. Yeah, he doesn't exist because he changed his name.
Yeah. Um, really quick, I think for your ideas for Silvermane, if they did go that route, I think it'd be best to bring him back in season 3
Ooh,
and do something completely different season 2.
I
Have a different villain, introduce something else.
I like that. So he's not like the main big bad immediately. I like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's
Yep. Give it a little bit of time.
it's somewhat what they did in Daredevil because Kingpin was the main villain still, but he was in prison, so he wasn't in most of season 2. They kind of really pushed the Punisher, and even though he wasn't the villain, then he ends up being like basically saved by Matt. But yeah, it was more of the hand.
I have the most probably random question that I'm ever going to ask on the pod,
Oh no,
but you're the right guy to ask. Bro, when's game 1 of the finals?
Wednesday.
Okay. All right. Anyway, yeah, continue. My bad.
So I do like that take though. I like having Silverman come back later. Like even if you kind of start setting it up towards the end of season 2, or like maybe it's kind of sprinkled all throughout the season, but we see like very small things. Like we see like maybe a scientist just doing experiments early on. Later on, we start seeing him do something with like a head or like everything. And the very very end of the show, because we didn't get we didn't get a uh cliffhanger at the end of season 1, but we get the cliffhanger at the end of season 2 where we have Silvermane like wake up or something, and like that's the end, and we see him like as a cyborg. That'd be cool.
I think they could do so much with all of the experiments and stuff that they were doing and end up bringing in other villains from Spider-Man.
Yes,
Um, dude, I think Venom could work. I really think Venom could work.
that's a nice take. I didn't even think about Venom.
Venom could work. And see, kind of my thoughts on if I was writing it, I would do season 2 all about him and Venom. Maybe even another one if you wanted to. I wouldn't even tease Silvermane coming back.
Ooh.
I would take the first 4 episodes of season 3 and build that up to where he ends up finding out that he's alive. I think that would be the way to do that.
We could do like a whole thing with the symbiotes. We could even have Carnage.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like it. I think a subplot that I'd like to see, not the main villain. I'd like to see Kat Hardy kind of become more of a criminal, and she's like a jewel thief or something like that. And we get to see Ben kind of going after her, and he finds out it's her, and then he's like kind of conflicted, like if he wants to stop her or not. I think that'd be a cool little small story.
I'd love that. That would be incredible. I think that would work with like I almost feel like in season 2 or I guess you spend the first 3 or 4 episodes on that while building toward a Venom or something. I don't know how Doc Ock would fit into this,
See,
but
we talked about
I think it could
we
work.
kind of talked about Doc Ock a little bit last week. I think that if you were going to do a doc, because right now it's like the end, kind of closer to World War II time, um, and technology is starting to become more and more advanced. You totally could have like it's kind of more minimalistic, but basically a minimalistic version of Doc Ock or like Rhino. They have like some type of like mechanical suits. Both of them could be pretty cool.
Imagine Rhino actually not being a mechanical suit.
He's like actually like has like the Rhino like
Kind of like the Man Spider. Yeah.
he has like the Rhino skin like infused to him with the horn. Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
I I think it would fit just because of the way season 1 was and the way they had all the mutant stuff and everything. I think that would work.
I do think it'd be cool if we got a little bit more crime boss stuff too. Like obviously, like not just Silvermane. But like I want like I don't want to say Kingpin because we've already gotten a lot of Kingpin. Having a Tombstone would be cool. There's also another mob boss named Hammerhead who I think would be really really cool if they did him. Uh, but dude, I'm like really
I don't
stuck on the symbiote thing right now. That's sick, bro.
yeah. I just feel like it fits in this world that they built in season 1 very well. And you could even have like the Venom ended up he was also there and he was also one of the ones they worked on. I think that would be it would fit perfectly
Dude,
because it's not a retcon. You just add something in.
I doubt they'll do Scorpion just because Scorpion's like happening in Brand New Day. And so is Tombstone, but like Tombstone's done now. Um, I don't see them doing a Goblin. I don't see either a Green Goblin or a Hobgoblin. I can't see that.
Yeah. So there was a couple of Easter eggs that I had found.
Okay.
Found them on my own watch actually, which was really cool. One, there were a few times when he was on screen and like when things would happen, the music sounded very much like it was out of Into. So that was cool.
I did not notice that.
And there was a Star Wars Easter egg. Did you catch that?
No.
There was a Star Wars Easter egg, bro. I want to say it was one of the last couple of episodes. Actually, no. It was the episode where he confronted him as the spider. And like you remember how like the cars got blown up and
Uh
stuff?
huh.
There was a Wilhelm, the scream from episode 4, the stormtrooper
Oh.
scream.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
there
did
was a
hear
Wilhelm
that.
scream.
I did hear that.
Yeah, yeah. That was so
I
cool.
remember. I even
Right when I
commented
heard it,
about it.
instantly.
I'm like, that's literally in everything.
Yeah, yeah. That was a really cool Easter egg.
That is sick. But
Yeah.
no, dude. I think story wise for this season, I'd give it the story a 10 out of 10.
The story was very well written.
Between the main storyline at first being like who burned down his mansion, and then you have like the experiments and like his blood storyline. I thought both of them really good. I couldn't stand the doctor lady.
No,
She was annoying.
I couldn't stand her. I think something I found interesting was this show really like it felt like it was made back then.
Yeah.
Like it didn't feel like something they made today. And I think that's really cool. Um the music was good. It really is a good watch in black and white, chat. If you guys haven't watched it yet, I would 100% recommend black and white first. Definitely.
I think because I would agree with that statement as well. I think something I liked about it too is just like I like how you can watch it in black and white, and if you wanted to watch it in color, you could too. But I really like the old school feel because we're so used to seeing what they make nowadays, and it's just like that kind of puts us back in time, and it just kind of it felt
Yeah.
refreshing. It felt just like kind of pure and simple and like not over the top. And
Mm,
now, obviously, I know there's a little bit of CGI that's used in it, but that's like imagine having the projects from back then with the CGI technology that we have now. That's what we just got, and it was really cool.
mm, yeah. Like obviously I don't think I would want to see Secret Wars in black and white. I mean, 100% not, right? But this worked. Especially I think a lot of the reason it worked so good was because in Into he's black and white in a colorized film. So it was like, okay, you got to make him black and white. Like I mean, and that I think that's part of the reason it works so well.
Ooh, I just got a notification. 3 years ago today, Across the Spider Verse released.
What a banger. What a banger. But yeah, that was something I actually that you brought that up a good time. That's something I kind of wanted to bring up. What's like what is some stuff with the Sony stuff? I guess the Sony Spider Verse that you want to see them do.
Definitely a continuation of this.
Yeah,
Um, we've already talked about the projects that are currently in development. I'm excited for all of them. Something I would really like to see, and you can't do it in one movie. It's impossible because there's too much setup. I really, really want a Sinister Six, something. Whether it's a show, whether you have individual movies, and then you have one big one where they see. I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but if Marvel and Sony like collaborated together, where Sony was still putting out their movies, but you end up putting out where they're connected to the MCU, I would like the Sinister Six to show up. So that way we can have a proper Spider Man versus Sinister Six movie without feeling like, oh, we didn't get any build up to this.
I was gonna ask, would you prefer that from Sony or Marvel? Mainline MCU.
I would like it from Marvel, but with how many things they're trying to juggle, I don't think we'll get it from Marvel.
So could you? Because I'm not 100% familiar. Who all is in the Sinister Six,
It's
or is there a rotation?
it's changed. It's changed over the years. Um,
Okay, then give me your dream Sinister Six. If they were asking you to write the show, what who are the six you would go with?
See, that's a tough question because a lot of the times the Green Goblin's not part of the Sinister Six,
Ooh,
which I would love to have the Green Goblin. Um, see something that I think is cool. We have already had Mysterio. Bring back Mysterio. Scorpion is in this movie, so you have Scorpion. So those two for sure. Um,
would you want Gyllenhaal and Michael Manda?
yes.
Okay.
So, and we've already kind of established them, so that's cool. Less to work with. So we have Mysterio, we have Scorpion. I want an Electro, so we get an Electro. I really want. Ooh, this is where it gets kind of tough. See, I'm thinking about the Insomniac game specifically because I really think we need a Doc Ock. Doc Ock probably be the main. Um, so Doc Ock, you got Scorpion. Um, see, this is where it gets tough because we have the Vulture as a possibility, which we've already had the Vulture as well. But I don't see Michael Keaton's version being bad anymore. So I'm not going to count the Vulture for this one. Um, something that I think would be cool is for the fifth member, we either have Sandman or we have Green Goblin. One of the two. and the sixth member. And the reason why I'm not saying that we need both of those members as 5 and 6 is because I think it'd be cool if the head of them was Kingpin.
Hmm.
But I don't know. If you're not going to have Kingpin in the movies because we can't, then I guess Green Goblin and Sandman.
You know what, bro? I would actually love for them to do that show, or even like a, you could reset Spider-Man maybe and give us that show and Spider-Man in like X-Men 97 style.
I'd take it.
I would love that. Yeah, I would love that. Cuz I mean that way, one, you're not having to worry about putting it straight up with Tom,
Yeah.
and two, it kind of, probably a lot more budget friendly, but
Who knows too? Because I don't really know what their plans are for Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I don't know if they're ever going to introduce a Sinister Six in that or not.
I've heard rumors of them doing what they did with X-Men and bringing Spider-Man back.
Oh, I would love it. I think yeah. I've watched that entire show twice. I think I own a couple of the episodes on DVD. I love that show.
Yeah.
In my
I think that
opinion,
would be interesting.
it's the best animated Spider-Man show.
Dude, I think what's so interesting, and obviously I think they can tell, everybody that's watched the last 40 something weeks, I think they can all tell the way I stand on it, but I think you would kind of partly agree. Everything that they, like, the possibilities with the Spider-Verse is endless, bro.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's endless. There's so much that they could do, and a lot of it is thanks to Into and Across, bro.
There's an entire like comic run called Spider Island.
Yeah.
There's so much, dude.
I'm I'm pretty sure there's a Spider-Verse series with like different Spider-Men that they covered on of comics too.
Like there's so much, dude. And
There's so much they can do.
like that's why like I think Sony's really wasted their opportunities. They've made some pretty bad projects. They've made some good ones. They've made some pretty bad ones, but they've wasted their opportunities. Which is why like when we get Across, we get Spider-Noir. So far, those are the best three things that they have made. Period.
And like, it's so interesting to see that too. Like, Sony, I believe they own Hawk, don't they?
Um, Hulk was owned. It was either by Universal. I think it was Universal who owned Hulk.
Oh, is it?
I think we might
See,
actually have the
why aren't
rights
they
now.
making something with Hawk? That's what's so interesting to me, bro.
I think Marvel is actually actively working on the rights for Hulk.
As they should be.
A lot of this stuff is going to revert back soon. See, the thing about Spider-Man, they have to make some type of Spider-Man project every 5 years, or they give up the rights to it. And it's part of their
Yeah.
problem is because they were making crap because they just wanted to bust it out and like, oh yeah, we get to keep Spider-Man. Now they're actually collaborating with Kevin Feige, which I think is great because they need to. It's just,
Mhm.
and dude, I'm not even kidding, bro. I think the end of July, the end of next month, we are going to be saying that we just witnessed the best Spider-Man movie ever, ever.
Over Into?
Over across, yes,
It's bold.
and without a
Here's
shadow
my
of a doubt,
question for you.
best live action.
Here's my question for you. Do you think next July will say the same thing?
No,
Wow. So you think, so okay. So everything we already know and everything that we believe is coming with Beyond. You don't think Beyond's going to be better than Brand New Day?
I don't personally. I think Brand New Day is going to be phenomenal. I think Beyond has a chance to be second because, dude, think about it. We both have Into above Across.
Yeah.
So this movie not only has to beat Across, it has to beat Into.
True, but part of the reason we have it above Across is because Across feels like half the story. Now we're getting the second half. We're getting the back half. We're getting the good parts, hopefully, of that full complete story.
Which, yes, it's going to complete the story, but it's still only going to be half of that story as a movie.
Yes, but it's the better half.
So that's
It's
why
definitely going to be the better
that
half.
that's why I'm thinking I'm like Brand New Day is going to be able to shine by itself.
I think one thing that's important to note here is that both of us are disagreeing on this. However, I also think we're both coming from a little bit of bias.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You're a Miles guy
Yeah.
and I'm a Peter Parker guy,
Yeah. So it's
and that movie's going to have Gwen.
yeah. I think there's and Peter, really. I think there's a part of it that is like even though we disagree with that take with each other on that take, the awesome part is we're getting two incredible Spider-Man projects.
Yeah.
That's the great part is that regardless of where we end up ranking these two, I think they're both going to be 9.5 and up, to be honest.
Oh, I agree.
100%.
I agree.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
So, trying to think. I'm gonna bring it back to the war for a second because I don't think I got much else to say about it. Who are your top three characters for the series?
Dude, honestly, man, I think Silvermane has to be on there for me.
Okay.
I think we talked about this the other night, but I think I've changed a little bit. You've got I honestly think Ben Riley was incredible. My third, probably Cat. Probably Cat.
Who's your honorable mention?
I don't remember his name, but the reporter guy,
Oh, Robbie.
Robbie. Yeah.
See, I thought we were about to have 4 for 4. Because top three, I agree.
Oh,
I agree. Those are my top three: Silvermane, Ben, Cap. Those are the top three. My honorable mention is Sandman. I really liked Flip Marco. He was cool.
yeah. He was pretty good as a Sandman. I actually have a honorable mention, but it's a really small character. But the little kid
He was
was
cool.
actually kind of cool.
He was
He was
cool.
cool.
I thought he was a really good
He was
actor,
cool.
and it felt like he belonged in that time. So I agree.
Yes, he felt really like it. His acting wasn't only good, it was good for a kid that's 10 or 11 now, trying to play in an era that he doesn't even have any idea about. I think that was really good,
I agree.
and he did it really good. Yeah, I
Some
that's interesting that we had similar. Now, what characters did you hate?
Oh, see, this is where me and you disagree. I like the secretary. I like Janet. I thought Janet was cool.
I wouldn't really put her in the category of hate when it comes to the two I was going to talk about, but
Definitely the
I
doctor.
wasn't a fan.
The doctor could not
Yep.
stand. Um,
The Doctor and Electra, or not Electra,
Megawatt. Yeah, both of them.
Megawatt.
Both of them could not stand. But they played both the characters great, but it could not stand them.
Agreed.
So, oh, dude, I'm looking forward to watching it again because I'm kind of having withdrawals. I want more.
Yeah, and I think that's really why it made sense for us to discuss multiple seasons because I think the opportunities there. Also, it was number one, on Amazon, so I think that's a good sign. I heard people saying that they believed it was going to have the Fallout treatment and not get more seasons because it was all dropped at once. And also, I do want to say, I enjoyed watching it all at once. I don't hate that. I typically prefer that they do once a week. I think it would have worked if they did once a week, but I also think it worked this way. I think it was fine.
I liked getting the whole. I like getting the whole story, like we talked about. If it's
Yeah.
one big story, I want it all at once. If it's broken up episodes, cool. We can watch them weekly. Um, I think something that I think helps though is when you drop it all at once, you're gonna have people like us who watch the whole thing immediately. You're gonna have several people though who can't watch it all at once, so they're gonna space it out. So that's gonna help viewership as well because it's like big spike in the beginning, great numbers, and then it's like, oh, people are still watching.
Still, yeah,
So I think
I agree.
it's a good way to release it.
Yeah, I agree. I will say, if we get a Gwen show and it's like 8 to 10 episodes, I want them weekly.
What if it's one story?
No, I want that sucker dragged out, bro.
No,
No, I want to be able to get on the podcast for 10 straight weeks and talk about Gwen.
dude, we can
That is exactly what I want.
dude, we can get on the podcast and talk about Gwen for 10 straight weeks if we get it all at once.
It almost feels like I bring Gwen up every week anyway.
You do, you do. See, we can get it all at once. Let's still talk about Gwen.
Yeah, yeah. See, like I said, I would prefer weekly, but I didn't mind this being I'll drop it once. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
I think
I'm telling you,
that's one
bro.
of the biggest things we disagree on too is like how to watch shows.
It is. It is. It was actually kind of nice tonight. We had we had a little bit of debates going
Several
pretty much all night.
several
It was
things.
nice.
It started with Batman. We had um obviously the one about episodes. There was one what did we just talk about? We had one we were just arguing about. Oh, Brand New Day and Beyond. That was
Yep.
yep. So we actually had some conversation tonight that wasn't just,
Us agreeing with everything. I would love for you to come up with a crazy hot take that you.
okay. I'll try to think of one.
Yeah. You do it next week, or we could do it the week after. Either way.
I
I
gotta think.
think I have. I think I said my piece, G.
Yes, sir.
Chat. We thank you guys for watching. We hope you guys did enjoy Spider-Noir. Comment down below and let us know what your guys' ratings were for the entirety of the show, and let us know your favorite characters. We hope you guys did enjoy this chat. We will see y'all in next week, episode what, 48?
48.
Wow, that's crazy. Peace, chat. All right. 3, 2, 1.